So guys, let's talk about this. Three Arrow Capital bankruptcy processes face a lot of challenges amid unknown whereabouts of founders. The founders aren't known where they are, but the liquidators claim Suju and Kyle Davis are located in Indonesia and United Arab Emirates, where foreign court allowance are difficult to enforce. So, Three Arrow Capital, now bankrupt, will have to present further documents in order to be granted permission to subpoena the now bankrupt crypto hedge fund. This was one of the biggest crypto hedge funds, worth 18 billion. And the lawyers representing the liquidators claims that Juju and Kyle Davis, I hope he spelled his name correctly, have repeatedly failed to engage with liquidators over the recent months. So they have not failed to have satisfactory cooperation, according to hearing presentation. The liquidators claim that the founders of the company are located in Indonesia and United Arab Emirates, which is difficult to enforce foreign court orders. The founders also refused to accept service through their Singapore counsel, which led to the liquidators to seek alternative means to subpoena Su and Davis, as Cointelegraph reported on October 18th. The same day, Bloomberg disclosed that United States regulators were launching a probe into possible legal violations by Three Arrow Capital. Three Arrow Capital was one of the biggest firms, and they got wrecked. They got wrecked by Terra Luna Classic. It's correct. It's crazy because it's true. It's true, and they did get wrecked by Terra Luna Classic. Judge Glenn raised questions about the citizenship and current location of the founders, mentioning issues under Rule 45. I don't want to get too much into details what exactly is going on, but on its custody of non-fungible tokens moved from address related to Starry Night Capital, a fund launched by the co-founders of the hedge fund, it custody. So Tenio, the liquidation firm in charge of the bankruptcy process, told Cointelegraph on October 5th that it had custody of basically the tokens moved from, related to their co-founder hedge fund. The liquidators claim to have taken more than $35 million in fiat currencies held by Singaporean banks or the company's pre-appointment lawyers. In addition, over 60 types of tokens have been identified are being held as a digital currency custody over account or under liquidators' control and converted to US dollars as needed. So $36 million was basically already taken for liquidators to pay back, investors or anyone else at that matter they owe money to. But like Three Arrow Capital is the exchange that went from $1 million to 18 billion back to zero. Why? Because basically what ended up happening is they had a huge position on Terra Luna Classic. They made a wrong call from their side of the story. So, they were very silent about this, but their side of the story is they made like a wrong call about this and they ended up losing everything, which is really big news. So that is bad. That is really bad overall. And I'm not, too happy about that. I want to see much more for Terra Luna Classic, and it's just not good news overall. Like, from what we are seeing right now is like every single company got hit by Terra Luna Classic, and it's like a domino effect. So what do I think about this? I think, that they want, like, none of these companies, they didn't choose to go bankrupt, right? They didn't choose to go bankrupt. And the steps that led them to there was the bear market and all of this, expanding and going over the top and investing even more. We hear a lot of videos. I think, like Shuju saying it very correct, we had a huge exposure. They admit their mistakes, and now, you can go through the company. You can do what can be done, what can be saved. So, they said that also FTX tried to get their positions basically, or positions or credits or whatever. I don't know too much about the drama. There's some juicy drama if you really want to search for it. I'm just here to present you the basics, and I'm telling you, Terra Luna Classic really did set, when we saw this in May, really did set like a lot of these companies failing. And in the end, it even set FTX's failure, it didn't directly correlate it, but it definitely did help. So towards its bankruptcy. So that's pretty bad news. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think Three Arrow Capital, I think Shuju is actually claiming he's making a comeback. Is he going to make a comeback? I think so. I think he's a big player in the crypto space. I think he's always going to be back, and, this is just the beginning for him. And I think a lot of people have forgiven him. A lot of people are still teasing him for the yachts they bought and all this fancy stuff to get more investors in. Personally, I think Kyle Davis and Suju are bad people. No, I do not. Do I think like people can make mistakes? Yes, I think. Do I think they have like lots of knowledge? I think they have lots of skill to like redeem themselves. Even if you fail like a company or so, they do have some knowledge to redeem themselves and build new companies or new projects, even like new projects during the bear market, which is awesome news. But if you guys want more content, be sure to smash that like button, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Terra Luna Classic, you did it again.